Good afternoon, everyone. Myself Abdul Ghafoor. I'm a data and AI strategy manager. Today, I'm going to give a lecture on reskill native to data engineering, data science, AI cloud. Outline of this lecture object is that objective first reskill and job switch, target audience and technology, why, how, what reskill is required, past, present, future job market, technology, job trend, reskill, job switch mapping, matrix, which is very important, roadmap, and question and answer. The main objective is that reskill job switch within outside company to native cutting edge technology and survive for long term in IT industries, which is a common problem for everyone. Target audience, anyone from engineering, MBA, or PhD background, maybe fresher, it may be experience, or maybe a senior people. And area is data science, AI, data engineering, cloud, IoT, metaverse. Why reskill is required? Because we need to find a suitable job or survive in market for a long term. How it can be achieved quickly within a short time by learning native cutting edge technology, plan for short term and long term. What is the next after reskill? Quickly enter new or latest job market. Now just I would like to discuss the past, present, future job trends. Earlier, okay, it's the 989. Earlier, normally job was based on the mainframe on some legacy application. Then later SQL Server, J2E, .NET framework come into picture. They ruled the world last 10 or 15 years. Traditional ETL pipeline and traditional dashboard. This is the past and legacy or near present technology which is helping rule the world. Now, right now, current trend or future job market technology job are AI, data, AI, cloud, 5G implementation. So I need to come into picture, metaverse, blockchain. These are the future job trend and millions of jobs going to create across the world. Regarding data background, in 1980s it was a data warehouse background. 2020, 2011 onwards, data lake come into picture and it goes for 10 years. Now there is a lake house evolving. This is the new concept to handle large volume of data. Now my important point is that this reskill job switch mapping matrix in market, so many resources are available. They have some current skill sets, but they would like to migrate in either data engineering, data science, DevOps, or cloud, AI, metaverse, or blockchain. But there is a lot of confusion is there. I have prepared one matrix with a certain column which can help based on my experience, which can help them to migrate native big data or data science technology and quickly switch the job, collect a job, and survive for a long term. So what is the first is the existing skill, background, what currently what he is doing. Second is the switch area, where he would like to switch. Is it a data engineering, is it data science, or it may be any other area to move from current skill set to uh, a latest data engineering data science area. There are some certain skill set is required, not all. That is the called native latest skill for a short term. It may be 3 months, it may be 6 months to reskill himself so that he can quickly jump, okay, in a specific project based on the latest technology. At the same time, he can utilize his existing knowledge. But this area is not true. To entry level is fine. For a long term to survive, he has to know all the data engineering, data science, AI, and any other component. When somebody in the within organization they would like to switch any project, so what could be the preferred project for them where they can use their skill set as well as they can learn or reskill within a minimum time? That I'm going to discuss mention. So first one is the ETL. So there are a lot of data warehouse background people are there, but currently this ETL is going to migrate to big data ETL. So existing SQL, Informatica, Cognos, data stage people they need to reskill themselves to move in a big data warehouse or cloud data warehouse. Specific area they can cover data engineering or data engineering ETL area. What they need to learn? They first need to learn the cloud data warehouse, which is it's a very similar to Informatica, Cognos, or data stage tool and ETL pipeline. So cloud data warehouse generally market available. Snowflake is a very widely used. Apart from Google is using BigQuery, Amazon using Redshift, and Azure using Synapse. He should know any of this, and he can use his SQL language or complex query written to this one. Apart from data modeling, also important. He has to know one of the NoSQL. Either it may be document oriented or it may be column oriented. Document oriented may be MongoDB, okay, and column oriented it may be DynamoDB or Bigtable, okay, and any other SQL. So he has to know based on the project requirement for document or as well as NoSQL. And one data modeling tool also very important. So if he's already working on a data modeling tool, that is you can rely. And if he has a plan to completely move data engineering ETL process, then he has to know all the various other data engineering components because there is not a limit. It may vary project to project, client to client, use case to use case, cloud to cloud. What kind of project, preferred project for this kind of resource? So is the ETL migration project because generally what is happening, a traditional ETL is migrated to big data ETL. So for that, he has to know existing system, good knowledge and data modeling, okay, how data is managed this one. Same corresponding either to the Spark SQL you need to get ETL pipeline or existing Hive or BigQuery or Redshift data pipeline need to be created. So the strong demand is that existing knowledge with the ETL 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 background and with a good knowledge or it is even average knowledge also they are in a cutting edge big data corresponding to so that can help to easily migrate the project. Okay, and whatever I mentioned the cloud data warehouse and another tool a data modeling tool one of the NoSQL and another data modeling tool Irvine or Hackload or any you can use this one or ER diagram. Some resources are ETL plus programming background. So for that additional, whatever I already mentioned, ETL with the ELT knowledge related to big data as well as Spark is very common now. The Spark data pipeline as a data extraction, load and transformation need to be implementing Spark. So with a Spark, it's a very good opportunity. Okay, so it covers most of the data engineering area, but also as well as both for ETL he or she need to know the scheduler option. Either it may be Apache Airflow or it may be Azure Data Factory or it may be Amazon AWS GCP Composer or any of the native systems. But generally Airflow is a widely used. Cloud company they have a similar like Airflow they implemented like GCP they have a Composer Azure Data Factory what is Azure. So these are the things that are required. And again, so ETL migration project, if there is any processing involved, that is a good combination. This one. Governance area, data governance and data architecture, another big area. So existing data architect governance, they can easily move okay, to big data, but for that they have to know the Collibra on data governance tool. They need to know data modeling, data architect, okay, data master, data management, data warehouse, data visualization, but all comparison to big data. Okay, so he has to know these are the component with a cloud background. Okay, any of the cloud background. Cloud is not a difficult, it is a most and most drag and drop, but we have to make sure how the services are available and how they are internally working and what way optimize the way we can use this one because pricing is important for cloud. We have to use this one. So data modeling and data governance native skill also need to be done complete. Any of this component or cloud component preferred data governance project. If any new data governance project is started, even almost every organization who is going to migrate data governance come into picture. You can easily do this one. There are some resources which work for reporting. It may be Tableau, it may be ClickView, it may be Power BI. So this technology right now not sufficient. Okay, now there is a market trend. So they need to do dashboard on a large data. It may be some type of sources. So their switch area is the data engineering reporting area. What skill set they need? They need to know any of the visualization tools. Tableau is a widely used, even Power BI also you could use. ClickView, ClickSense. Apart from there is a Looker is there, Google Looker is there, or Kibana, open sources are there, Grafana, these are the dashboard. But this dashboard is not enough. You have to also know one of the data warehouse tool. So best is a Snowflake, and all other Redshift or BigQuery or Azure, all are native to Snowflake. You can use this one. Data modeling is also important because we have to optimize the processing and performance and storage point of the dashboard. So this one. So they start with a one dashboard, one data warehouse component. Okay, Snowflake. Based on, if, again, it is a depend on project. Okay, what kind of cloud they are using. If they are using Azure, then Azure Synapse. If they are using GCP, then it will be BigQuery. If they are using AWS, then Redshift is there in this one. And dashboard again, I am saying okay, it is a totally cost point of view. Power BI, it may be ClickView, ClickSense, or it may be Looker, that one. So if there is a dashboard migration is happening and they are going to connect with a big data component instead of traditional RDMS or ETL pipeline, so this migration is a good option. There are a lot of resources are available for J2E background. So earlier full stack job is good, but nowadays if they want to, if they would like to migrate in a big data, so data engineering is the best option. So Java is good, okay, if there is a microservices and it's a streaming analytics or real-time analytics. So that point of view, Java is a very good resource because Kafka is very suitable for Java, not Python and other programming language. So they can start with a Kafka and Spark streaming, okay, with a Java, and definitely one cloud, okay. Means as a if you use as a cloud, then Kafka corresponding is a pub service there. If it's a AWS, they have a Kinesis. If it is Azure, there's the event hub is there. All are basically copy of Kafka. That and microservice because complex services, auto scale point of view, microservices go very good. So if you have a Spring Boot background, Java, okay, you can quickly use your existing knowledge. And for a long term, okay, you have to know also the Spark processing, Spark with Java. This is a good area. So real-time analytics or data ingestion, streaming data ingestion or real-time analytics or streaming data processing. Java resource is very good and a preferred resource. Okay, .NET background, they also they can use the data engineering or data science. Okay, but it is better if it's a .NET user, they have to use the cloud Azure because Azure, whatever the .NET, okay, Azure is a preferred this one. So again, for processing, I don't normally Scala, Python, Java, these are the language. So .NET people, one of the another area is a high performance competition. Of competition means the CUDA. Okay, means you are right in the parallel computation and running your C# code on a GPU. This is one of the good area as per my understanding. So if any .NET background with C#, they can go this area, this high performance area, and it's very good assets are good value because for large data and real time analytics, these are especially the machine learning, deep learning, or the TensorFlow, TPU kind of things. It will be very helpful. And Python programming, another area. Python people can go as a data science, data engineering. If it is only normally basic Python with a data Python knowledge, so they can go Python with a Spark for data processing, okay, for data analysis kind of thing. But if it is a, if anyone is interested on as a machine learning or data scientist or AI area, then this and he has some statistical mathematical knowledge are there, more statistical mathematical knowledge is there, as well as computer. Then I will recommend, okay, cloud MLDL, especially GCP is very good. GCP is very powerful in a machine learning or deep learning. And AWS Azure powerful in a data engineering. So data science aspirant I can recommend you have to with a GCP, data engineering and data science, data science, okay. And mainly use the Vertex AI. They have the auto ML and custom ML kind of things, which is widely used, especially for telecom domain for large data processing. So you can learn, okay, this one. And apart from Databricks, another good option. Okay, Databricks for the machine learning. Quickly you can create a cluster as well as you can write a code and deploy this one. So and later, so start with a as a GCP Vertex AI and Databricks, okay, and based on the project requirement. But later you can explore your broad area because it's a very vast area, okay, and all the cloud data ML components. Okay, and once you have a knowledge, you can also need to gather the data engineering some knowledge because now it is common. Specific is the ML pipelines as the Databricks or any GCP. You can quickly migrate this one. PhD, there are some resource PhD in statistical mathematics, strong area, so they can move in data science. They need to know as a short term the native, the cloud ML or DL, GCP, Vertex AI, and Python Databricks. That is a good combination. So initially they can enter this one, but later they have to know from the ML area, or deep learning area, or some data engineering knowledge, or special ML ops. So they can start with a model machine GCP Vertex API is a best one, otherwise database. There are some resources in the infra Linux Unix background, so they can go platform area. This is either they can go DevOps is a good option or cloud infra setup, scalable cloud infra setup. That is also a strong area. Any of the AWS GCP and data AWS GCP and Azure infra related certification and some basic knowledge is they have to know all the cloud infra setup, instances, cost, pricing, optimization, Linux. This is required, and long term they need to acquire all the information from any of the cloud component. Preferred is the DevOps and platform engineering. There are some resources for mechanical and automation area. So nowadays IoT coming to picture, so any cloud IoT component, okay, how it can be configured, how it can be set to capture the data, and there are some data pipeline information. So for them, short-term cloud IoT, robotic process automation, or there are few data science algorithms because based on the capture IoT capture data, they can use, okay, by setting some certain parameter, they can predict something. So this is why they use this one. And RP also I mentioned all components for related to IoT, and you need to learn from long term. Best is a IoT implementation, automation, RPA, survey line system, another big area for automation or IoT area. So mechanical guy on that because the factory survey line system to have prevent any real-time risk, the small to medium to high large scale that can be this one. And even supply chain, factory supply chain, this data engineering or data science play important role. So they can capture various stage data and they can do the basic analytics and so that they can optimize this one. So IoT is a good for this mechanical automation, IoT, RPA, survey line. This one. So generally, if any are not belong to any other area, means MISC area, so cloud data analyst, they can start with a with this one, and for that they need to enter EDA data analysis, Python latest pandas, NumPy, that kind of library, and some dashboard, okay, open source dashboard, either Kibana, Looker, or any of the dashboard, either Power BI, Clickboard. So that will help to get a job, okay. If any other background people are there, and based on this letter they can explore, okay, their knowledge. Preferred is any data analyst job on cloud migration or some ETL. Security, another big area. So data security, one of the important area as a cluster level security, data level security, table level security, and database level security. There are a lot of security area is there, and one of the key area. So for security, if anyone want career as a security, he has to know one of the security tool. One is a Ranger is there, Sentry. There is a one Sentry tool is there. Any of the Ranger or Sentry, and the AI, some security related any certification either AWS, GCP, and Azure. It is available, easily available. They can need to do. They can start with one of the tool, security this one, and various level security. They need to take this one. But long term, they need to know at the cluster level, data transfer level, database level, table level, row level, column level, all the information they need to know. Okay, they have to learn the information. Best practices is security implementation project. For MBA, those who pass out or fresher guy, nowadays MBA scope has been changed. So every area analytics coming to picture. Data analyst is a good option for a MBA student. For that, they need to know as a Python, some SQL query, and some dashboard. Okay. Even data science consultant also they need to data science pipeline. Will take, but first they need the domain knowledge, and this skill set is very important because either digital marketing or HR analytics, everywhere these are the tool are using one dashboard, machine learning algorithm, okay, basic SQL query. These are the general requirement. And again, later, okay, based on the experience and the sort of project, you need to expand this one. Okay, and how what are the things they need to learn quickly? One is that they have to know the cloud data engineering data science pipeline as the data ingestion, data store, data processing, data consuming, data visualization, data analytics, and how it's giving value. Presentation is still very important for this one. Okay, but they need to know end-to-end data pipeline, either data pipeline or ML pipeline. They need to know and domain, not as a deep technical, but basic understanding of it. So they can quickly switch in a data analyst or data consultant, or they can go later, data scientist or senior data scientist. This is not a restricted to you have to do mathematics, statistics, you have to this background. If you can give a business value based on the various knowledge, either dashboard or algorithm, which can be achieved through your learning, you can. So for a long-term data engineering, data science component cloud. Implementation, any data pipeline, data engineering pipelines, implementation is good for the data analyst or data science consultant for MBA graduate. There may be some other area, lot is the vast area. Not I'm talking not I'm normally focusing the data engineering, data science area. Now, okay, if he want to quickly switch this one 3 months or 6 month point of view as a short term, and he need to collect the job. There are certain things he need to do. For a data engineering point of view, I told he need or she need ETL cloud data warehouse concept, data modeling concept, NoSQL RD means how it is working internally and the query. Programming, he or she need to be very strong in programming, any of the programming. Spark with either Java, Spark with either Spark with Scala. But normally PySpark is a group is good, okay, for switch cases, because Java, if you are a Java background, then you can Spark with Java. But PySpark is a good Python is a Spark. You can easily learn this one. You have to know also Linux because parallel processing, consistency, it will come into picture, scalable or performance point of view. You have to know also parallel and distribution concept, okay, how large volume data are distributed to multiple systems and how they are working, whether your parallelism is happening or not, distribution is happening, we have to check in a live command kind of thing. So you need this one. And data pipeline concept and automation. So if you have a complex pipeline for data ingestion, store, processing, consume, visualization, analytics, and you need to schedule this one to run certain time interval. You need to customize this one. You need to do as a real time and analytics kind of thing. So all the information you need. Okay. Regarding the data pipeline, in cloud data pipeline, it's almost all are same at available as your Google Cloud or Databricks, but it vary cost point of view, easy point of view. You can choose any one, and first you have to learn any of them end to end for a quick start. So what are the area you need to learn? The ingestion. So if you have a batch data, you have a streaming data. What are the tools are you using? Especially for AWS, the Kinesis is there, right? Kinesis nothing is the Kafka open source. It's a similar kind of thing. There is some customization is there. If you want to batch, okay, for that what you do. After the data lake concept also required. You need to move your data, multiple layer concept is there. ETL, here ETL not working, the ELT extraction, load and transformation. Finally, you need to consume the data. So that time data warehouse coming into picture. It may be AWS, it will be Redshift, it will be GCP, it will be BigQuery. And after that, you can do a dashboard. Okay, there are a lot of dashboards also available. Cloud, they have their own dashboard apart from the ClickView, ClickSense, Power BI, Tableau. These are the Looker, Kibana. These are the basic information is there. Okay, so you have to learn either AWS, either Azure or Google Cloud. If you want to switch in a data science area, so for that you have to know the statistics. There are some link already provided. Probability also you know. Linear algebra you have to know. Computer programming, machine learning, deep learning, your domain knowledge. Okay, that is required. And at least you need to PySpark also required. Databricks also required. You can learn. So PySpark, Databricks is widely used now. Here you can quickly build your model. If it is a cloud system, already this model is available, the AutoML kind of thing. If you want to develop your own model, then it will provide this one. But you have to know this statistics, probability, linear algebra, computer, machine learning, deep learning for a long time if you want to be expert. But you can start with a career, machine learning, some basic algorithms, frequently use this one. And this, apart from this deep learning model, either ANN, CNN, RNN, okay, three model basic understanding and the implications. Database also you can use. So any project, you just switch any project, okay, based on the use cases and try to implement. But later, parallelly, you need to know all the things to become a good data scientist or data science. So thank you very much. Okay, please, I'll upload this one on YouTube and please see this one and let me know your feedback so that I can present in a better way. Thank you very much.